Athens, Rome, Spain, Britain, every great empire in history followed the same 7 steps before its currency collapsed. The same steps, in the same order, every single time. Historians who study this pattern say America is currently on step 6. Most people think empires fall for different reasons: military defeat, political corruption, natural disaster, foreign invasion. And those things are real, but beneath all of them, there is always a monetary story, a story about what happened to the money. Because in the history of civilization, no empire has ever survived the destruction of its own currency, not one, and every currency destruction in history has followed the same 7 stages. This is not a theory, it is a pattern observed across 2500 years, across dozens of civilizations, and it is happening right now. Let me take you to Athens, 4th century BC, the most advanced civilization on Earth, and stage 1. Stage 1, sound money. Athens in 430 BC was the most impressive city on Earth. Athenian silver coins stamped with the owl of Athena were the most trusted currency in the known world. Traders from Egypt to Persia accepted them without question. Gold, silver, sound money, real metal, real value. Every great empire begins here. America began here too. The Coinage Act, the dollar defined as a fixed weight of silver and gold, sound, honest, trusted. Stage 2, public works. With sound money comes prosperity. Governments build roads, aqueducts, temples, armies. Rome connected 3 million square miles. Britain built railways, harbors, and the infrastructure of empire. America built the interstate highway system, the greatest infrastructure project in history. Stage 2 feels like the golden age. Stage 3, military expansion. Prosperity breeds ambition, and ambition breeds military expansion. Athens built a navy to project power across the Mediterranean. Rome expanded its legions to the edges of the known world. Britain built a navy that ruled every ocean. America built a military that could fight 2 wars simultaneously on opposite sides of the earth. Expansion is expensive, but in stage 3 the empire can still afford it. Stage 4, war expansion eventually leads to conflict. Costly, prolonged, draining conflict. Athens fought the catastrophic Peloponnesian War. Rome fought centuries of frontier wars. Britain fought 2 world wars. America has been at war somewhere almost continuously since 1938, and war always costs more than expected, which leads directly to stage 5. A stage 5, currency debasement. When wars cost more than taxes can cover, governments debase the currency. In the span of a single generation, Athens destroyed its own money, not because of plague or natural disaster, but because of the slow, deliberate destruction of their own currency. Gold, silver, Rome replaced silver coins with bronze. Britain abandoned the gold standard. America printed 6 trillion in 2 years during COVID. Since 1933, the US dollar has lost 97% of its purchasing power. Stage 6, loss of faith. Here is where we are now. When people realize the currency is losing value, they lose faith in the institutions that manage it. Conspiracy culture expands because populations lose faith in official explanations while searching desperately for hidden causes behind visible deterioration. Prep group social trust collapses. Political polarization explodes. Institutions that were once respected become suspected. Central banks, governments, media, courts, BRICS nations move away from the dollar. Central banks buy gold at the fastest pace in 50 years. Ordinary people buy gold, silver, Bitcoin, real assets, anything to escape paper currency. Stage 6 is where faith dies. Stage 7, collapse. The final stage when faith is gone and the debasement can no longer be hidden. The currency collapses, the Roman denarius became worthless. The Weimar mark became all paper. The British pound lost its reserve currency status. Stage 7 doesn't always mean total civilization collapse, but it always means the end of the monetary system as it existed, and the beginning of something new, something painful. So where is America? Let's be precise. Stage 1, sound money, completed 1792 to 1971. Stage 2, public works, Completed interstate highways space program, the American century. Stage 3, military expansion. Completed global military dominance from 1945 onward. Stage 4, war. Uncompleted Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, proxy conflicts worldwide. Stage 5, currency debasement. Well underway. Central banks buying gold at 50-year highs. Political institutions losing public trust at historic rates. Stage 7, collapse. Not yet. But history says stage 6 always leads to stage 7. The question is not if, the question is when and what comes after. The 7 stages of empire are not a doom prophecy, they are a pattern so consistent across so many civilizations and centuries, that dismissing it requires believing America has discovered something no empire in history ever found, a way to skip stage 7. Rome believed that too. Athens believed that too. Britain believed that too. Every empire that reached stage 6 believed it was different. None of them were. The end of a monetary system is not the end of civilization. Rome fell, but European civilization continued. Britain lost reserve currency status, but Britain still exists. What ended was a specific arrangement of power, a specific monetary order, and what replaced it was always something new. Something the people living through stage 6 could not yet imagine. We are living through stage 6. The next video in this series will ask the question nobody wants to answer. What does stage 7 look like for America? And what comes after? Subscribe to Empire Collapse, because the pattern is real and we are in it.